Stonecrest. This is a celebration. It's a very fantastic and special celebration in the city of Stonecrest. I know many of you have been here before, and to you I say welcome back. Those of you who are here for the first time, I say welcome to Stonecrest. Again, I say welcome to Stonecrest. Come and shop with us, dine with us, play with us, and if you're looking for a home, consider living with us. Become a Stonecrester. Something else has been bestowed upon me to handle at the very last minute, so please bear with me. I will read a proclamation. It's not from the city of Stonecrest. City Council, City of Philadelphia. Citation congratulating Jazzmin Cobble. The Council of the City of Philadelphia is pleased and proud to congratulate Jazzmin Cobble on her election as the mayor of Stonecrest, Georgia. Whereas the daughter of a longtime Philadelphia resident, Christine Randall, Jazzmin Cobble has followed in her mother's footsteps of service and community activism to serve and rebuild her city of Stonecrest, Georgia. And whereas Jazzmin Cobble holds a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology from her beloved alma mater, Albany State University, and holds a master's degree in public administration with an emphasis in government and nonprofit management from DeVry University. In addition, she holds numerous certificates from the state of Georgia in procurement and fiscal management. And whereas Jazzmin Cobble has served the state of Georgia through the Department of Human Resources, Community Health, and Public Health as the Director of Fleet Management and as the Operations Manager for the Department of Audit and Accounts. And whereas Jazzmin Cobble is a member of the Albany State University National Alumni Association, Albany State University, the CAB Alumni Chapter, the CAB Chapter of the NAACP, as well as a member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Professionally, she serves as president of the National Conference of State Fleet Administrators and is a member of the National Association of Fleet Administrators. And whereas over the last 4 years, Jazzmin Cobble has served as a member of the Stonecrest City Council, where she has faithfully represented her 3rd District constituents, ensuring that they have the resources they need. And whereas, as a result of Jazzmin's work serving the citizens of her city, she was elected mayor of Stonecrest to continue her mission to improve the city she has spent years living and working in. Therefore, by virtue of this citation, the Council of the City of Philadelphia do hereby congratulate Jazzmin Cobble on her election as mayor of Stonecrest, Georgia. We wish her well during her term in office and extend the sincere respect and admiration of this legislative body. Signed, Darrell L. Clark.
Greetings, everyone. Members of the Stonecrest City Council, other elected officials, members of the clergy, city staff, and employees, ladies and gentlemen. I thank those responsible for inviting me to give greetings today, which is the day when my good friend, former Stonecrest City Councilwoman and now Mayor-elect Jazzmin Randall Cobble is to be sworn in as the 2nd Mayor of Stonecrest, Georgia. On behalf of the citizens of Georgia's 4th Congressional District, who have, for the past 16 years, sent me to Washington, D.C. to represent them, I bring you greetings. My brothers and sisters, we're living in an era where it appears that many seem to have cast aside the timeless principles in faith that our parents instilled in us. Who among us was not taught to honor thy father and thy mother? That we should not lie, cheat, or steal, or bear false witness against our neighbor, and that we should treat our neighbor as we would ourselves wish to be treated. You know, most of us have been taught these things, these principles, when we were little children. But along the way to adulthood and leadership, some of us, in the pursuit of money, prestige, and power, have forgotten the lessons that we learned as children. I'm afraid, Pastor Thomas, that too many of us have fallen short on one or more of those timeless values that we have been taught. And I'm not talking about folks just in Washington, D.C. And I know some of you have been watching the January 6th committee hearings and have been taken aback, as I have, listening to what has been discovered. But I'm also talking about folks right here at home, folks right here in Stonecrest, Georgia. And with a heart of forgiveness and also being mindful of throwing stones, I come today, Reverend Thurman. Y'all didn't know he was a reverend, but he really is. But with an abundance of hope and optimism about the future for the city of Stonecrest under the leadership of Mayor-elect Cobble, who throughout her tenure on the city council stood for transparency, honesty, and fair dealing, and accountability to the citizens of Stonecrest. These are the qualities of leadership that we need, and I'm confident that Mayor-elect Cobble, working together with our excellent city council, will build public trust and confidence in city governance and move our city forward towards a better Stonecrest. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon. On behalf of 870,000 residents of DeKalb County, I rise to congratulate and to celebrate first the voters of Stonecrest that you made the decision to elect this amazing young lady, Mayor Jazzmin Cobble, as the next mayor of the largest city in DeKalb County, Georgia. I also rise to acknowledge that this is an amazing political story, but it's also a love story. So I want to acknowledge the first gentleman of Stonecrest, Brother David Cobble. He rocking that cobalt blue suit, so we gotta rock it. And I had the honor and the privilege to meet the first son of Stonecrest, Brother Mason Cobble. Stand up, Mason. He shook my hand. He said, "You know, I really run this. It ain't that, but not." You're such a beautiful family, and we are so proud of you. Yeah, they really are. Give them a hand. It's just such a beautiful family. And Reverend Congressman Hank Johnson, he gonna call me a preacher. I'm a jack-leg preacher, but he a real preacher. And Mayor Pro Tem Turner, I talked to the mayor earlier, and when I called her, she's the CEO, the storm clouds of the circle. It's raining and it's thundering. I was on I-20 or 285, and it was. But God is speaking to Stonecrest this afternoon, because the storm clouds have parted, and I see a bright, bright future for this city. And on behalf of our citizens, on behalf of our Board of Commissioners, and Commissioner Lorraine Cochran Johnson is here, give her a hand, recently reelected. I pledge our support to this mayor, to your administration, and this city. And we're going to continue to work together to ensure that all of the residents of Stonecrest, who are also residents of DeKalb County, have the highest quality leadership, focused on integrity, hard work, and a commitment to improving the lives of all of our citizens. Madam Mayor, I congratulate you, I encourage you, I implore you to listen, to lead, and to not grow weary in your good doing. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I get to test this mic and see if it's going to work. To all elected officials, the Honorable Hank Johnson, the Honorable Michael Thurman, CEO of the great DeKalb County, and to all elected officials that are present here today, welcome. Restore, rebuild, reform, building back a better Stonecrest. All right. A fitting title, and the second mayor, and a second chance for the city of Stonecrest. I can attest to the incoming mayor's willingness to step out, even in the middle of controversy, while at the same time being threatened by leadership of the city of Stonecrest to be defeated from her District 3 council seat. But oh no, not the Jazzmin Cobble I know. That didn't stop her. She kept charging ahead to make sure the city of Stonecrest was being run in an efficient and effective manner. The members of the Georgia State Senate are proud of the incoming mayor, and we all wish her the best. But you see, we don't have to start anew building a relationship because we already have it. We formed a partnership a few years ago when she was a council member. And now we just have to build on that. We don't have to start over. Mayor Jazzmin Cobble, we love you in the Senate. We love your tenacity, your fire in the belly, and as I said, we welcome you. The city of Stonecrest has done themselves well by electing such a lady as this. I would like to recognize, and I can't see if they are here or not, but you not only represented by one senator, two senators, but three senators in DeKalb County. And that's Senator Tanya Anderson, the chair of the Black Caucus, Senator Emmanuel Jones, Senate District 10, the chair of the Senate delegation, DeKalb delegation, and by yours truly, Gloria Butler, the first minority leader, woman minority leader in the Senate in either party, Republican or Democratic Party. So thank you very much for allowing me to be here today and bring you greetings and welcome you and good luck, good cheer, good everything to our new mayor of City of Stonecrest, Mayor Jazzmin Cobble.
Please be seated. You honor me with this standing ovation. I too come to celebrate this historic occasion, the first to bring black girl magic to the city of Stonecrest. Y'all ought to give that a hand. She is a shero, a woman of conscience, commitment, character, courage, and certainly concern. Jazzmin Cobble, your mayor. But before I go any further here, I'm chair of the House Democratic Caucus as a result of some very fine, outstanding legislators. They work hard to to do the people's business. They've recognized good leadership, so I have to point him out here. We have Representative Doreen Carter. Please wave your hand like you just don't care. Representative Angela Moore and Representative Rhonda Taylor. Pastor Thomas, since y'all are here, let me grab some scripture if I can. Way in the book of Esther, around about the 12th, 13th, 14th chapters, where Mordecai says to Esther in the Billy Mitchell remix, who knows, Jazzmin, whether or not you've been called for such a time as this. And I believe that's how we ought to conduct ourselves in public service. Yes, even those of us in elective office. For I believe that the Creator one day is going to say to us, you know, when I was hungry, you tried to cut food stamps. When I was thirsty, you poisoned the water in Flint, Michigan. Oh, when I was sick, you tried to end affordable health care. When I was a stranger, you tried to build a wall at the border, separate children from their parents, some never to be reconnected again. Oh, when I was jailed because of your prison industrial complex. And you know how politicians are. Some of us will say, Lord, I was with you all the time. When did we ever do that to you? But you Bible readers know that he'll simply reply, inasmuch as you've done it to the least of these, you've also done it to me. So I suggest to you that we use Jesus' example of how we should engage in public service. If you remember in Matthew 4, he was in the wilderness and the devil tempted him. He said, yo, G, you know, if you truly be the Son of God, why don't you turn these stones into some hot water cornbread? And what did Jesus say? He said, look, man should not live by bread alone, but by the word of God that proceeds from his mouth. See, he didn't want to reward himself, but way in Matthew 14, he was in the desert again. And the disciple, he was in front of 20,000. And disciples came to him and said, we're going to have to send these people home. We don't have enough for them to eat. Jesus said, what do you have? He says, well, we got a 2-piece and 5 biscuits. Well, Jesus says, that'll do. He blessed it and he fed the multitude. So what is the example, Mayor Cobble? The example is, we're not here to ingratiate ourselves. We ingratiate the masses. We're not here to make certain that we have it all. We're here to make sure those that we serve have it all. We're not here just to have a great office. We're here to make sure those who have no other access can get into the office. You know, God doesn't make us mighty so that we can be strong, but so that we can help those who are weaker. He doesn't give us a bunch of money so that we can buy it all. He gives us this so that we can help those who don't have it. He doesn't make us mighty so that we can be the best, but so that we can help the weak. With that, I am proud to say that I am a supporter of your mayor. I'm a supporter of the city of Stonecrest, and I can't wait to see the great things that will happen going forward. Thank you so very much.
Now, I don't know, all of these men have come here and have shared the word of God, and it's a great thing because we cannot begin any relationship. Ms. Cobble cannot begin her relationship with the city of Stonecrest without a word from the Lord. Can she begin without a word from the Lord? You can't begin without a word from the Lord. And while I was sitting there and my senator and my state representative began to share the words of the Lord, I thought about how when Jesus rose from the grave and he walked out of the grave and there was his mother and the women standing there. How many know that we women can get things done and we hang out no matter what? No matter what you're looking for, all you got to do is wait on a woman to be waiting for it to happen. And the Lord said to them, go and tell. He gave them a mission, and the mission he told them to do is go and tell. Mayor Cobble, go and tell. Tell what the Lord has done. And I'm supposed to be here, and I'm here to represent the MARTA Board of Directors,
and the interim CEO and GM of MARTA. And I couldn't help but think about when then candidate Jazzmin Cobble was running for office, and we met with various leaders in the city of Stonecrest, and we met with the pastor of Big Miller Grove. And he said to her, "What is your thoughts on mass transit?" Do you remember that? And I was surprised that a pastor was asking that question. I've been in a lot of meetings with a lot of pastors and a lot of leaders. But him to understand that mass transit is the heartbeat of any city. And I had no idea that CEO Michael Thurman was going to say to me, "I want you on the MARTA Board of Directors." And I didn't know that Congressman Hank Johnson was going to sit on the Federal Transportation Committee and make sure that the money that's needed for the infrastructure here in the state of Georgia would be coming here, and that I would be the chairwoman of the MARTA Board of Directors at that time. I had no idea. But there is someone else who knew. And with that, I can say to you here at the city of Stonecrest, that you will get everything that you deserve when it comes to mass transit. No city functions or flourishes without mass transit. When transit left the county of Clayton, they lost income and business. They lost business from the airport. They lost the university. We have plans to build a transit hub here in the city of Stonecrest. And I can tell you that it will take place. I forgot to even introduce, I started talking about the Lord and everything else left me. But I want to introduce my fellow MARTA board member. Please stand, Mr. Frierson. He represents DeKalb County on the MARTA board as well. And I always ask him, "How's Mrs. Frierson?" Because when we took a trip and she was there, she let me know who actually runs Mr. Frierson. And I also would not stand here before you representing the MARTA Board of Directors without also representing organized labor. I heard the senator talk about her fellow senators, and I heard the congressman talk about his fellow congresspeople, and I understand that our state rep talked about those, but in the midst of us, who without their help, we wouldn't be here today. I want to recognize my organized, in fact, you know what, I'm going to say this and I'm going to really try to make this short. But when the CEO recommended me for the MARTA Board of Directors, the paper out of North DeKalb put a scaling article in the paper. They said the CEO has nominated a member of organized labor. And I said, well, they didn't lie. I am a member of organized labor. And I could not stand before you today without recognizing those. We have more than 3,000 members, organized labor in a whole, that live in the city of Stonecrest. And so with that, I want to recognize my CWA president. Stand up. Stand up. Sometimes I act like his mother. But when I called him on election day and I said, I need some people here, you know what he did? Took the people off work. And when you take them off work, and he said, go over there and help Jazzmin. And they did. I want to recognize my executive vice president, Yolanda Pearson. I recognize our legislative chair, Ben Marshall. And how many teachers in the house? How many teachers in the house? How many teachers in the house? All right, stand up, Miss Berdelia Turner, the president of the Georgia Federation of Teachers. So, Jazzmin, if you need organized labor behind you, without a doubt, please know that we are here. And to the people of Stonecrest, that transit hub will be here in the city of Stonecrest.
And so what I'm going to do is, as you honor and respect your mayor, if everyone will please rise. If you would please place your hand on the Bible. and raise your hand. Repeat after me. I, Jazzmin Cobble, solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of Mayor of the City of Stonecrest and will to the best of my ability support and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of Georgia, and the Charter and ordinances and regulations of the City of Stonecrest. I am not the holder of any unaccounted for public money due this state or any political subdivision or authority thereof. I am not the holder of any office of trust under the government of the United States, any other state, or any foreign state, otherwise qualified, which I, by the laws of the state of Georgia, am prohibited from holding. I am otherwise qualified to hold said office according to the Constitution and the laws of Georgia. I have been a resident of my district and the city of Stonecrest for the time required by the Constitution and the laws of this state and by the municipal charter. I will perform the duties of my office in the best interest of the city of Stonecrest to the best of my ability without fear, favor, affection, reward, or expectation thereof. Being duly authorized to administer oaths of office in the state of Georgia, the foregoing oath of Jazzmin Cobble was sworn to me on this, the 17th day of June 2022, in the presence of the Stonecrest official inauguration, this day, June 17, 2022, Letitia Dear Jackson, DeKalb County Superior Court, Stone Mountain Judicial Circuit. Congratulations.
Now, I told my husband and I promised my son that I was not going to cry this time. I have cried on every occasion. And I promise you I'm going to do my best to get it out without the ugly cry. How about that? I may tear, but let's try not to get the ugly cry. Can we settle on that? Okay. All right. First, let me start by thanking everyone. Here we go. Let me first start by thanking everyone here who took your time on a Friday night, on one that I know is hot and wet, and you still endured and came here to celebrate with us. The CEO called me, and he called to check in, and he said, "How you doing?" I said, "I'm freaking out." He said, "Why are you freaking out?" I said, "The storm is coming, and I just don't know what we're gonna do." And he said, "It will be gone by the time things start." And sure enough, not only is he a pastor, he's also a fortune teller. I can't be more grateful than I am right now to have you sacrifice your Friday night to be with us, to celebrate this occasion. Let me also thank the event planning staff and the city staff for rolling up your sleeves and putting this event together. You all had other things on your plate already, but you graciously agreed to work wherever you were needed to make this a successful event. For that, I am forever in your debt. I want to thank Congressman Johnson, CEO Thurman, Senator Butler, Representative Mitchell, and Chairwoman Scott for the kind words you gave tonight. Surely, without all levels of government working together, we would not be able to serve our community at the highest level. We, and I say we, look forward to our continued relationship as we work together to build back better for our nation, for our state, for our county, and most certainly for this city of Stonecrest. I also want to thank my family, my close friends, and my colleagues for your continued support, your encouragement, and your confidence in me throughout the last 5 years. You agreed to jump into uncharted territories with me, all except Aunt Rita, who knew the layout much better than the rest of us. And you stood behind me through it all. You spent many days helping on 3 campaigns, looking for nothing in return. You took ownership of this journey as if it was your own personal journey. And you worked hard to get us here. You internalized the compassion and care that I demonstrate for this city and made it your mission to see that Stonecrest was taken care of. Most of you don't even live in the city of Stonecrest, but you couldn't tell by the way you championed and fight for this city. I can't thank you enough for being by my side, checking on my mental health state, bringing food to my house when I didn't have time to cook or eat to feed my son and my husband, for helping proofread my speeches, prepping me for debates, folding clean clothes when there were baskets of clothes for weeks and weeks and weeks, and so much more. It takes a village to accomplish great things in life, and you all are the greatest village a girl could ask for. All right, give me a second to pull myself together because I feel it coming. Somebody give me some water. Somebody got some water. Get your water ready. I want to take a moment to say a special thank you to my husband. Putting up with me, putting up with Stonecrest, morning, noon, and night. He wakes up to Stonecrest, he goes to sleep to Stonecrest, and he has to hear about all of Stonecrest throughout the day. Most of the time, he does it with a smile. But without his support for this journey, and believing that our family could contribute to helping our community thrive, is the only way that I am able to stand here today. So if you would all take one more opportunity to stand up and give Mr. Cobble a round of applause. If you know me, you know it ain't easy. But he does it so graciously. To our son Mason, thank you for being the greatest son ever. I have to often sacrifice my time with you because of the work I'm doing in our community. Come on. Thank you. But you're always so understanding and loving about it. I'm trying not to cry. And I can't read my speech. Please know that I'm working this hard for our community so that you and generations after you can reap the benefits of a community that's thriving, safe, and will help shape you into the great man you are surely to become. All right, I made it. I don't have the ugly cry yet, so the bet's still on. Okay. To the spouses of my fellow council members, to Reggie, Bryant, Patsy, and Vicky, I thank you as well for supporting these fine folks as we march together to bring Stonecrest through the toughest time we've ever seen, but through the times that I guarantee you we will never see again. You also are there, night, day, and morning, supporting them, standing by their side. And I can't thank you enough for lifting them up, pushing them, ensuring that they are also prepared to stand in this fight with me. So thank you all so very much as well. Last but certainly not least, I want to thank my fellow council members. Without your willingness to make tough decisions and worked tirelessly with me throughout the years, this moment right here, right now, would not have existed. Together, and listen carefully, because only y'all will get this. Together, we move Stonecrest forward by creating our culture, which will build a better platform as we work to restore, rebuild, and reform Stonecrest. I said that was for them, they would catch it because that's all of their platform slogans. That's all of their campaign slogans throughout the years. It's because we all work together that we're able to bring Stonecrest forward. I'm honored to stand with you. And notice I said with you, not in front of you or behind you, but with you as we take the city to higher heights. I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to all that's yet to come of our hard work and our loving relationship. Thank you. Now, to my Stonecrest family, we've been through a lot over the last 5 years. We've seen some of our highest highs and some of our lowest lows. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've argued together, we've agreed together. Because that's what families do. We hold each other accountable. We work together to find solutions to our challenges. Please know that the best is yet to come for the city of Stonecrest. Our goal from day one was to be a world-class city, and that is still our mission. This time, we want to make sure it's with a connected community. Each of us, every citizen, every business owner, and this government, playing our role in ensuring that we realize the potential that we all know that Stonecrest has. As we hold each other's hand, walking into the bright future that lies ahead, this time, we do it together. I can't thank you enough for believing in our ability to bring this community back together as we all once again become Stonecrest proud. Clap for that. The essence of my speech was together. As our families work together, as our families work together, as our council works together, as our federal, state, county work together, as our citizens work together, as our business owners work together. The essence of moving our city forward is that we do it together. We all have to be engaged every day, not just for the good, not just for the bad, but for it all. We need to be one connected community, holding hands, holding each other accountable, and being there for one another. It's all of our responsibilities to make sure that we are the community that we want to be, that we are making decisions that's best for us all. That starts with being a connected community, working side by side with each other through our differences, through our challenges, through our debates. And on the other side of that, we are once again together, moving Stonecrest forward, creating a culture to build a better platform that will restore, rebuild, and reform Stonecrest. If you have your cell phones in front of you, I want you to pull it out, and I want you to type in stonecrestga.gov. I want you to make it a favorite. Once you log onto that website, there's a banner at the top. When you scroll through that banner, you'll see Stonecrest Forward. Right now, we're running a Stonecrest Forward campaign. It's a survey on how this city should distribute its American Rescue Plan funds. We're asking for your feedback. This is your chance right now to begin that connected community. This is your chance right now to begin making a habit of being connected to this city, to playing an integral role in how we accomplish the goals that we want for this city. We're asking for your feedback. Take the first step. Fill that survey out. Tomorrow is our deadline. I don't know, we may extend it, we'll see. But I'm asking you at this very moment to begin your journey in engagement. Begin playing your part in building back a better Stonecrest. Make that website a favorite. Use it as a resource. Make sure that you are engaged with us as we commit to continue to be engaged with you. I surely can't thank you enough for being here. I can't thank you enough for entrusting all of us with making sure that we all have a quality of life that we deserve. We truly will be, once again, Stonecrest proud. Thank you, and I love you.